Hey guys, Retro Badger here. Welcome to the next Star Trek Legacy mission. So now we're in the Next Generation era, which is really cool. I'm just going to look at what ships we've got here. So, got some old style ones. Nebula class. Korolev. Springfield. There's a Defender. Oh, Akira! Having one of those. Niagara class. I think some of these are fan-made, but they're pretty cool. There's the Nebula class. Oh, wow. Hey, look at that. That's looks like it's got a phaser array on top. Oh, Achilles! Galaxy class. Selfridge class. Galaxy class. Oh, so that'll be the X class, won't it? Galaxy X class. That should have a cloaking device.
Acting Captain's Log, Stardate 45252.6.
Ah, Cisco.
After departing Utopia Planitia Fleet Yards for a test flight of the newly completed USS Defiant, we have arrived in the Atari system to find some disturbing evidence of a Romulan incursion into Federation space. Starfleet Command has been notified of our discovery, and nearby starships are en route to our position. The Atarian Nebula was chosen as a proving ground for the Defiant's trial run because of its isolation from prying eyes. Yet, here I stare at the wreckage of a Romulan warbird well within our borders. Starfleet has been concerned by the active reemergence of the Romulan Star Empire in recent months. Their actions seem to be getting bolder with each new encounter, such as this most recent attempt to conquer Vulcan. As a matter of even greater concern, my chief engineer has informed me that upon entering Atari, our warp drive has become mysteriously inoperative. Until other Federation starships arrive, it is our duty to scout the area surrounding the nebula to determine what, if any, Romulan presence still lingers. Though this was supposed to be the Defiant's first trial run in a simulated exercise, I can't wait to see what our capabilities truly are. That's truly a spectacle I thought I'd never see, at least not this close. Let's get a scan of them.
Torpedoes? They fired whilst cloaked? Is that right? They almost look a bit
Your vessel
bulky.
is not known to us. State your intentions here.
I'm Lieutenant Commander Benjamin Sisko, and I was just about to ask you that very question. Give me a reason why you have breached the neutral zone and violated the terms of our treaty.
I am Commander Valerius of the Tal Shiar. We do as we will, with or without your approval. Our intelligence has placed a very dangerous fugitive in this sector, and we lay in wait for her.
Am I to assume the disruption field inhibiting our warp drive is your doing?
As I said, we are waiting for our prey.
So you're hoping to catch your quarry. Then what?
Then we intend to destroy her for the Romulan lives she has extinguished. Our justice and laws demand no less.
Our laws mandate that anyone in our space is to be judged by our standard. If you wish to extradite a prisoner, you must go through the proper channels. You cannot simply...
Do you take us for fools, Cisco? These new Vulcan weapons will not stop us. Your puppets cannot withstand the might of the Romulan Star Empire.
Vulcan weapons? I have no idea what you're referring to, Commander. But the Federation does not attack its neighbors.
You lie. I've seen firsthand what your allies did to one of our worlds. Yet one of your ships was unharmed by the Vulcan assassin you sent into our space. She plagued us for years, and now we will know vengeance.
I'm not sure what you're basing your intelligence on, Valerius. But from where I'm sitting, you're the one who is in direct violation of our peace agreement.
You dare feign ignorance?
We both know I can't just leave you to your own devices here. You have violated our space.
Enough. This conversation has become tiresome. And you are more useful dead than interfering with my plans.
Get us into that nebula fast, Ensign. Full impulse power.
Yeah, I think you're a bit outgunned there, Benjamin.
Captain's log, stardate
Hey.
45252.8.
Captain Picard to the rescue.
Starfleet has ordered the Enterprise and 3 other Federation starships to the Itarian Nebula in response to a disturbing report from one of our vessels undertaking a routine training flight in the area. With little intelligence to go on and no sign of the Defiant, we have begun an intensive scan of the surrounding area to discover what may have happened to her. My chief engineer says all our systems are functioning properly. However, we seem to be unable to create a stable warp field. Sensors indicate this system is littered with objects that are giving off inverse graviton bursts. They seem to be having a destabilizing effect on our warp fields. We're also detecting something. A faint signal coming from within the nebula. It seems to be a Federation transponder. We should move to investigate.
Interesting how the Defiant couldn't pick up any of that.
Enterprise,
The Defiant
we
being
have
purely a
company.
warship, its sensors won't be as good. There's the Galaxy X class. Wow, look at all those torpedoes it can fire. What an upgrade from the previous ships we had when we first started this game.
Not possible, Captain.
I'm heading in the wrong direction here.
Sensors are picking up energy variations.
Oh, we can't lose if we've got Worf on board.
It's a Federation disaster beacon. There's an encoded message hidden within the carrier.
This is Lieutenant Commander Benjamin Sisko, acting captain of the Defiant. We've been attacked by Romulan warbirds, and have been unable to get word back to Starfleet of the Romulan presence here. We were unable to elude them, having been restricted to impulse speeds.
Whoa,
Seeking
look at all those
refuge within the nebula
Romulan
has bought us
ships.
time, but they are very near to discovering us here. Any Federation vessel who discovers this beacon should attempt to destroy enough warp inhibitors to disable the disruption field. Only then can you form a stable warp bubble and escape.
It's pretty well defended.
Engaging target.
Although don't forget we've got the Galaxy X class, that weird new nebula thing, and the Enterprise. So I'm not too concerned.
Enterprise. Moving into attack position.
Target
Wow.
destroyed.
Engaging target.
Enemy units detected.
Lock phasers. Moving into attack position.
Target destroyed.
Diverting power, Captain.
We got the cloak. Not that there's any point in cloaking right now. Turret.
Moving into attack position.
Engaging target. Threat neutralized.
Their forward shield is destroyed. Their aft starboard shield is destroyed.
Romulan vessel destroyed.
Target destroyed.
Captain, vessel AHD bearing 1611200 on an interceptor course.
Target destroyed.
Lock full guard. Their shields are gone.
Target destroyed.
I think that's Major Barrett's voice, isn't it?
Engaging target.
Moving into attack position.
Which is pretty neat.
Enemy units
If
detected.
the
Target destroyed.
if she did the voice for this game, that is so cool.
The Praetor demands your destruction.
Despite all of this game's flaws, you can't argue it's got so much celebrity value, hasn't it really? There's loads of famous people in it.
Engaging target.
It's so cool.
Engaging target.
Romulan vessel destroyed. No enemy vessels detected.
Okay, we're getting some stuttering here. I think the game's actually struggling with all the ships and battles and explosions that are going on.
Lock phasers.
Moving.
Our warp bubble is now almost completely enveloping the ship. My engineer believes we have destroyed half of the emitters necessary for us to regain warp drive. Keep targeting the remaining emitters.
Moving into attack position.
That's interesting. I'm struggling to target this Romulan ship. It's not working.
There she is.
Oh,
Sensors have detected the Defiant within the shield perimeter of the Romulan base. No life signs are aboard. They must have taken the crew to the station. We'll have to get them back. Prepare away teams. But first, we'll have to bring the Romulan station shields down.
the thing is though, the Romulans actually helped with the Defiant anyway, didn't they? I mean, well, with the cloaking device. So they had access to it to begin with.
Target.
Engaging target.
There is a Romulan copy of the Defiant called the Shrike.
Moving into
Called the
attack
Shrike?
position.
It's pretty neat. It's in Bridge Commander, if you haven't seen it. I've got a few videos.
Engaging target.
It's basically a copy of the Defiant, but in Romulan colours. It's not quite as good as the Defiant, though.
Moving into attack position.
We have company.
Let's take the shields down.
Excellent. Their shields are down.
Don't
Away
destroy the
teams,
space
stand by.
station.
Moving into attack position.
Okay, we need to beam over a landing party. Security party, more like.
Transporter room, energize.
Awaiting the Enterprise. We're aboard. Beginning infiltration.
Understood. Keep a lock on them at all times, Chief. I want them back as soon as they've rescued the Defiant's crew.
Increasing power to shields here because taking a beating. Although increasing power to the shields is, yeah, we can take it.
Awaiting the Enterprise. We have them.
We can't drop our shield to beam you aboard until we've destroyed our attackers.
Cisco to Enterprise. No need, Captain. We'll beam to the Defiant. We can't leave her behind for the Romulans.
Understood.
This vehicle to be bearing 161.
Moving into attack position.
Those warbirds are very powerful. Nice to see them represented properly in this game.
Diverting energy. New enemy vessels detected.
It does make you wonder if the Federation and Romulans had had a war during the Next Generation. Who would have won?
You are clearly outmatched.
Federation, I don't think, had that many Galaxy classes. Romulans have the Warbirds, but how many do they have? I mean, you know, they had whole fleets of things. Pretty powerful. But you could argue the Federation's made up of hundreds of different species. So the resources would be a lot better. Okay, so this fires quantum torpedoes at the front, photons at the back. I'm not sure what the weird phaser array is on
Lasers
top.
locked on target, Captain.
Here's the proper ship.
Great shields and ready phasers.
Whoa. I think it would have been cool in Picard if we'd seen Riker on the Galaxy X class. That would have just been so cool.
Enterprise.
Romulan
Surprised they
vessel
didn't go for that,
destroyed.
to be honest.
Enemy units detected.
Engaging target.
Phasers online.
Enterprise.
Their forward shield is destroyed.
Target destroyed, Captain.
Their shields are gone.
Okay, we need to take those dampeners out. The radiation's still too high, I forgot.
Their
I was just having too much fun destroying Romulans.
Phasers online.
Their aft starboard shield.
There we go.
Target destroyed.
Nearly there.
Hostile ships on intercept.
Take your pick. Wow.
Helm, get us out of here. Warp 1, engage.
We can't go to warp yet, Jean-Luc.
Helm, maintain current status. Enterprise. Helm, maintain current status.
Get neutralized.
Their forward shield is destroyed.
We're taking a
Don't tell me they're going to miss.
vessel destroyed.
Their aft starboard shield is destroyed.
It's never a good thing when the torpedoes can't hit a stationary target.
Their shields are gone. Their aft starboard shield.
Warp capability has
Yay!
been restored.
Here we go.
Target.
I think it's time to go, Captain Sisko. Let's get you out of here.
No warping.
Acting Captain's Log, Supplemental. Our encounter with the Romulan warships has truly tested the Defiant's fledgling capabilities. While she held up under fire, I can tell her systems still need a great deal of work. After informing Starfleet of the specifics of the engagement, the involvement of a Vulcan ship in combat with the Romulans seems to have caught their eye. The Romulan commander indicated that he had been harassed by some kind of Vulcan assassin. Those two terms don't seem very likely to be used in the same sentence, but I did witness an old Vulcan ship as we fled the nebula. I intend to find out what link these separate events have.
Why can I hear torpedoes
I know
exploding?
it won't be easy, but something tells me that whatever I discover, it won't be to my liking.
Good. Cool, mission complete. Well, I'm looking forward to the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.